everyone.
Hi everyone.
It's Ray and Cole. Yeah, the two old farts from the Muppets, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing in the mud.
Yeah, we're going to go out and play in the mud today. We're just going to actually, if you're first time into four-wheel driving or you've got a new four-wheel drive and you want to go and find a little track somewhere behind the Sunshine Coast, if you follow us up, we're going up to Mapleton and we're going to do the Mapleton to Yandina. It's the Mapleton Forest Drive. You don't really need a four-wheel drive, but it's high clearance. There's a couple of little sort of things like that you've got to go over. It's a little bit tight and you'll see that as we go there, but it's a fun little drive and there's a couple of interesting walks that you can do on the way. But come for a drive and we'll show you. We're going to do a couple of little side tracks which are a little bit more fun, and yeah, you would need four-wheel drive for that, but we're actually not even going to air down on this trip. It's just we're just going to go out there, see what we're going to find and have a little bit of fun on some of those little side tracks as well. But you can just go straight through from Mapleton right through to Yandina on that forest drive. So come along for the ride. The day off up at the little hinterland town of Mapleton. To get to Mapleton, head out to Nambour, go up National Park Road up past the Nambour Hospital and follow that road. It eventually winds its way up to the top of the Blackall Range, and from there we come to Mapleton, and from Mapleton we're then going to head out onto the Mapleton Forest Drive. We'll follow along here until we eventually run out of bitumen and we're into the Forest Drive then. A little bit further on is a day use area. There's nice picnic tables there if you want to stop and have a bite to eat or something like that. I mean, you could always stop at the bakery back at Mapleton for morning tea or something like that if you wanted to. But yeah, we're going to head out on the Mapleton Forest Drive. So the road runs all the way through the National Park. It is maintained reasonably regularly, so that's probably every 5 or 10 years they might run a grader over it. It has been graded about 2 or 3 years ago. Sometimes it gets a little bit bumpy, but yeah, certainly nothing to worry about. At this point we cross underneath the power lines. There used to be some fun little tracks off either side here, but they have closed them off. As we pull up we'll see this sign here, and it does say that there are fines applicable if you go and drive these tracks, but they've got them gated off anyway. So but this little one, no, it's not gated, but yeah, there are fines that apply if you do decide to go down this track. So we're not going to do that, we're going to keep on going because there's another little side road that is legal to drive. So here is this little side road I was talking about. It's called Cedar Creek Road East, and it is a four-wheel drive track. There are a couple of private properties along this road, but here's the sign so you can find it. It will take you right down to the main Cedar Creek Road, which will end up running onto the Kenilworth Road, and you can actually continue on through that way if you want. We're going to go down to the bottom, we'll turn around and we'll come straight back up again because there's another little side track that we're going to have some fun on as well. This is classed as a dry weather road. high clearance vehicles, 4-wheel drive only, you probably could get down here in a normal car, I suppose, but you may have a little bit more difficulty getting back up. But yeah, it's absolutely fine. You're not going to need recovery gear or anything like this on this bit of road. Now it does open up a little bit, and just on the left here is one of these private properties I was talking about. So it is an access road for these private properties. Don't go up there on the left there. It goes up to somebody's house. Keep on the main road and it'll wind you down through to the main Cedar Creek Road. And we're now just coming out of the National Park. And yes, this road does meet up with Cedar Creek Road, which will take you out to Kenilworth Road. But we're going to do a U-turn and come back up again just for a bit of fun. So we're back up the top again, and after this one little mud hole here, we're going to turn left onto the main Forest Drive again, and we're then going to come up on what they call Change Gear Hill. Now this is an old forestry road. They did log this area many years ago and took out an awful lot of trees, but it's all under regrowth at the moment. So they stopped logging back in about 1945. There are still sawmills located around the place, but they're a bit few and far between. So we'll just continue on down through this narrow little section here. It does get a little bit windy. There are a couple of the woo boys, that's those bits where we go up and over the cross drains there. And yeah, it's an interesting little drive. Now watch out for cars coming the other way. It can get a little bit narrow in places, so keep your headlights on, and it makes it easier for you or for other cars to see you as you're coming around corners. So when you see this sign, there's a little track off to the right here which actually goes through to Baronga Road. It's less than a kilometre, it's probably half a kilometre at that, but it's a fun little side track. It is quite muddy, a little bit slippery. Again, you shouldn't need recovery gear unless it gets really boggy, of course, but that's half the fun. Now if you do lose traction on some of these muddy sections, don't sit there just spinning your wheels hoping that you'll get your way out. All you'll end up doing is digging a deeper and deeper hole. No, stop, do some recovery. If you've got recovery boards, use those. If not, then a couple of bits of wood may help you get out. But yeah, definitely don't keep spinning your wheels. That's not good for the tracks or for you. just like that, we're at Baronga Road. That was a bit fun, yeah. You go in front of me this time, Ray. Well, yeah, back out to that main road again there. So that was a fun little sidetrack. Yes, you can drive that one, and it's an easy drive. Now as we come back onto the main road, just ahead of us there is the entry to another sidetrack, but that one's got a sign on it, so you can't go up there. Obviously some people have tried it, and yeah, you can get fined for going up tracks that are signed with those "don't go up there" signs. So that's the end of the forest drive, and now we're just on to the last little bit of dirt road, which will take us past Coolooban Dam. Nice little place to stop and have a look around if you like. There's an area you can pull in up a bit further. It's got where the dam wall is, you can have a look around there. But we're going to continue on to the little village of Coolooban. And from there we're going to turn right and head back down towards Yandina, and it'll start the bitumen road here, and we just wind down the hill towards Yandina. So there you have it. That was all morning. It's nearly lunchtime, and we've had a fantastic morning out in the forest there. Beautiful views, a little bit of fun to try out your four-wheel drive, and nothing hard there at all. So we're going to stop in at the Yandina Hotel for a pub lunch and finish up for the day.
We're back.
We are back, and we've had a great little time out the back of the Sunshine Coast. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's a little bit of mud there. We used four-wheel drive a little bit. Yeah, so that was good fun. So thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe, push the little button down there somewhere, wherever it is, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers guys.
Bye.
Rose is going to go and drive through Nolan's.
Doing it for the nanas.